We're ready to start on our first project, and my guest Fatimah has prepared a colourful throw that will look stunning in a bedroom, a TV lounge or any other room in your home. These are the materials that you'll need to make your own throw.
For a detailed list of the materials and instructions, visit our website www.thehomechannel.coza.
Fatimah, welcome to the show.
Hi,
this is a beautiful throw that you've prepared for us. I believe you're going to show us how to make it.
Yes, we begin in the center and we make a block and then we join the blocks together to get this beautiful.
So this is a series of squares that you've actually joined together.
That's exactly.
Very interesting. So we start there.
We start up in the center. What you've got to do is you've got to make a chain stitch.
Yes.
A 4 chain. You would just make a little knot.
Okay.
Then you put your hook in there.
So now the hook that you're using, how do you determine the size of the hook and all of that?
Depending on how loose you want the item to be.
Yes.
The bigger the hook is, the better, the more looser it makes the item.
Because I can feel this one is particularly soft.
Yeah, then it makes it softer as well with the bigger the hook, and the cotton also gives it that nice effect as well.
And the colours, I love the colours that you've chosen.
Then you begin by making 4 chain.
Okay, so the chain is basically just
hooking in and going out like that.
Okay. That's why it's called a crochet hook, I suppose.
That's
you hook the thread and you pull through.
Exactly. And then you just slip stitch into the first chain there.
Okay.
And then you do
slip it through again.
Slip it through, and it forms a ring there.
Let me just see that. Okay, it's quite tight.
Yeah, you can't see it right now, but that's
okay. But you've got a little hole in the middle, and you're going to be threading through that.
That's what we're going to do now.
Okay.
Okay. Then you make 3 chain again.
Yes.
Loosely. Also,
that is now the first little stick as such.
That's right, that's going to cause that. Then you do a double crochet, which is you put your hook around there.
Yes.
Then you go into the center of the hole there,
yes,
of the ring, and then you pull the thread out again, and then you pull it through there.
Slip through
all three. That's
okay.
right, so you've got a double crochet there.
Okay.
Then you do another chain 2, which is again pulling it through there. Just make 2 chain there,
yes,
and then you do another. Then you do a triple double crochet into the ring again.
So it's actually quite a repetitive stitch.
That's right.
Once you learn it,
you've got it. Yeah.
Then it's a matter of following a pattern and knowing how many you're going to do.
That's exactly it.
So in this first one, if I can see,
that's right,
you've got three little sticks, which are the double crochets.
That's right, yeah.
There. Then you must have made a little chain there.
No, yeah, you've got your 3 chain there again, and then you do
3 again,
double
3
crochet,
chain,
3
and
chain,
3
and
again.
Double crochet there.
So it's actually exactly the same as we have on this one.
On the outside as well, yeah.
But it's just on the inside.
That's
okay,
right.
let's
and it will form a square.
Right.
That will be, if you look at it there, it forms a square.
Okay. Now the colours that you choose are basically according to your own
whatever
design.
your own preference is.
So once you've done your first row in your first colour,
yeah,
you progress onto your second colour in very much the same way. Show us a few more stitches because I think we need to
so once we've done onto the third, now we're going to, this is done now with the second colour.
Yes.
So now we bring in the third colour.
Okay, which is our blue.
Which is the blue there.
How do we start with the blue now on
Okay,
this
what
one?
you've got to do is you just basically, you take your thread.
And this seems to be almost a mixture of cotton and wool. It's not,
that's right, yeah.
It's not too fluffy. It's really, really nice.
It's very soft, yeah. You just take your
blue
thread now, and you just join it into one of the double crochet stitch there.
Okay.
So you basically make a knot around there.
Oh, right. That's quite simple. I thought we would have to
No.
work
and then
it all
you just start doing a chain again.
Okay.
So now we're on round 3.
Round 3,
so
yeah.
And they always tell you with right side facing, so you're going to be on the right side.
So there is a reverse.
Yeah,
okay.
there is a reverse.
Yes, you can actually see very clearly that that's the reverse.
Yeah. Always begin with the right side facing.
Okay.
And then you do a 3 chain again.
So always start with the chain. The chain is the basis for everything.
Basis, that's right, yeah. You do 3 chain again, and then in that space you do
your double
crochet there again.
So the double crochet, you pull it through, and you pull it through all of them.
Right through all 3 there.
I see, and if you want that little stick to be longer, you can just loop it around more times.
Yeah, then it's called triple crochet or like that.
I see.
That's the stitch there.
Okay.
This one's basically the whole design is mostly double crochet.
Double crochet.
And chain, basically.
Yes. Okay, so you're actually working in where you've got the chain. That's where you build your next little block.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. You go into that.
And I suppose you could have a variety of designs. There are so many designs out there.
A lot of different designs that you can
All right. And then once we actually get to the end of a row, how do we cast off? Or we don't need to cast off?
No, basically you just take your hook and you just pull it through the strand, and you just cut it off there.
And knot it.
It makes a knot automatically like that.
That is so simple.
And then you just work the threads the loose threads into your work. Yeah.
Yes. And then how have you sewn them together or attached them?
With a smaller crochet hook, you just basically do like a chain stitch around each.
Let me just stretch that.
There, yeah.
So if we open it, you've gone from one side to the other. Yeah. So almost like
it's on the edging there. Yeah, he's done like a crochet stitch around it.
So you would do, say, 3 chains and hook it on, and then 3 chains, hook it onto the other side, 3 chains onto the other side.
Basically, that also is personal, whatever you want to do. But you can also just crochet the 2 ends together as well.
Well,
and you can also border the whole thing also. Which gives it a nice finish as well.
That is true. And how would we go about doing a border on this?
Also, you join whatever color you want onto the edge here, whatever your preference is, whatever stitch. And you can do a double crochet also, you can do a chain stitch as well.
Is our patterns easily available?
Locally, it isn't so easily available, but on the internet there's a lot.
Plenty.
There's plenty.
So, and colors, there's also such an array of colors. All right, let's do a few more stitches there, because I think the viewers need to really get to grips with it. For you and I learned this when I was young, so
that's right.
It's easy. But
it's quite easy, yeah. You're just basically going in there, taking that there, and pulling the thread right through.
And you keep going.
You keep
do
going
another
again.
one.
Do 3 of those. Pull through, and pull that through there. Now you've come to the end of this row, so you have to slip stitch again into the top stitch there.
Do you do a chain first?
No, you don't. When you're slip stitching, you don't do a chain. Okay. You go into the last stitch there.
Yes.
You just put your hook through the end there, pull it through, pull that through there, and then you just.
And that's it.
And then that's it.
You're ready.
You just pull it up, and then you just cut it off there.
Cut it off, and then you
just work the ends in there.
Ready for your next color, basically.
For your next color, yeah.
And so you keep building it up. I've seen cushions made as well,
yeah,
where they just take the one square and they just go quite big.
Yeah,
sometimes in neutral colors, just one or another.
That's right, yeah.
There are so many ideas. Floor cushions are so popular at the moment. And you were telling me earlier that some people are even using like a fabric, t-shirt fabric, to create the floor cushions. What about the hook then? Wouldn't the hook have to be very, very big?
Like I said, the thicker the yarn, the bigger the hook must be.
Okay.
And the looser you want it, the bigger the hook must be.
I mean, this is quite a thick one. Is this as thick as it goes, or even thicker than this?
Locally, with that, the 12 mil is the thickest that we have, yeah.
As thick as you go. And I see some of them are made out of metal, and others are plastic.
That's right.
And I actually think I've got a wooden one as well.
You do get wooden ones as well.
And
a lot of people, some people suffer with arthritis and they cannot use an aluminium one. So then the plastic ones work easier, or the wooden ones work
That's
easier.
interesting. Yeah. So why can't they use the metal? It gets too cold?
It's too cold. Then it's difficult to work with, yes.